Hi, everybody who is enrolled in the intuition class. Sarah and I are doing a short preview video just to give you a little introduction to the class and what we plan on covering and why we started the class. So Sarah, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, I'm from Australia and I've been working with Angelica the past year, and before that I studied with Angelica, and I just have really integrated intuitive practice into my practice, and it's really kind of transformed things. So I'm really excited to share that with you guys and share also what you do and learn and grow this whole thing together.
Wonderful. So we decided to create this class partly because of how much intuition is not spoken to in homeopathy and even the world of healing, and how much when we do integrate it and really refine it, we can really improve our outcomes for our clients, as well as have our own evolution as practitioners reflected back to us. So we also want to teach this class because it keeps us inspired through these dark times in the world that we're living in right now. This is really a class about staying in our light, staying in our center and in our truth. And that is needed now more than ever. And so we're really excited to be in that place with you in this class, bringing that forth. Old structures are dying, even in homeopathy. So can we together birth a new style of practice in homeopathy that is even better than before? So Sarah, just share a little bit about your process in integrating intuition into your life and where it came from.
So I have been in practice for 12 or 13 years, something like that. Prior to that, I have a long history with meditation and a practice that I learned through a Shiva yoga practice. And a lot of that meditation practice was about understanding what I felt in my body and releasing those feelings and emotions, but also understanding that in context with other people. And when I started my practice after I graduated, I was using this a little bit. I found naturally that I went there. And then in Australia, there was a bit of there's always controversy around homeopathy, but we had the National Health and Medical Research Council that kind of was really putting the spotlight on homeopathy and everything being evidence-based and coming straight from the Materia Medica. And so I felt like I shut down that side of the way that I practiced. And I then did Angelica's course, and I think I felt like I got permission to be able to use my intuition again in many ways. And I started doing muscle testing, and I liked that. But then what I found was that actually the long-standing meditation practice that I had, in terms of noticing the energy shifts in my body when I'm with someone, noticing the energy shift when they speak to me, noticing different things, and using all my senses to be with a person, really kind of was where it sat for me. And that's where the flow was. And that's where I kind of eventually went, okay, this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to use those skills that I have and when I'm with my client, be with that. So basically, I'll be either the whole time sensing where the energy of the case is and using my body to trust and understand that's where we need to go. And that doing that with remedies as well. So in a way, it's kind of muscle testing using my body, but it's also my intuition, where the energy shifts, how it moves in my body. And I feel like in doing that, my clients can see that I'm understanding them at quite a deep level. And, and even with the children and nonverbal children or children that, have a whole range of things going on that they can't speak about or don't want to speak about, then working through the mother, and kind of feeling in through her and embracing and trusting that that's the truth. And the more that you get success in that method, the more you can go there. But we do that as homeopaths, I think, because we do have such a thorough case taking process, and kind of understanding all the mind symptoms and the physical body symptoms. But this kind of adds an extra layer of kind of bringing truth to all of those symptoms that you're seeing, and what is important and what's not important in this case. So yeah, that's what I felt once I embraced that and engaged with that side of myself and my practice, and that the flow in my personal practice was much just expanded. And so now it's just, I can be really sit with somebody, be really present with them, and really allow that to help guide me to what's important in this case, and what kind of treatment, remedies, whatever we need to, which direction we need to head into.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. You touched on so many things that we will raise as topics as part of our discussion in the group. The importance of self-development, the importance of listening to the energy in our bodies. I mean, in homeopathy, our seminars are totally intellectual and materia medica focused, and we're sitting in front of our computers. And what if we were doing yoga and working on ourselves in that capacity to really listen with our whole body, our whole self, to be comfortable with that silence and the truth that comes through there. So those are all things that we'd love to talk about in this class. And that absolutely has been a part of my experience as well. Just feeling, when I'm studying homeopathy, how that mental process, the beginning of my practice, I was so mentally engaged, and I was trying to get all the right details and all the right information, and had these pages and pages of intake forms and labs, and banging my head against the wall, and really eventually realizing that this is not going to help me. What really is going to help me is surrender, and getting out of my head and trusting, and knowing that the love inside of me and my desire to help this person, that's all I need, is that intention to trust, and that I will always be guided. And so what is that guidance like? Where are we guided from? How do we connect to that?
Right.
Intuition was really taught to me by other moms, and working together with what I consider the divine feminine, which is the love and the compassion that's embodied as a mom is watching her child suffer. How do you help with that? And so I'm really passionate about bringing that alive in everybody, is that which we are all gifted from being in this body on this planet, is an inner GPS that we're all given, but we're never taught to use. And so
Right.
let's learn how to use our inner GPS with fine-tuning, prescribing, frequency, potency, and just being present, the words that we use when we're doing sensation, when we're working with someone and they're in the depth of their experience, being fully present with that and making that moment so deeply therapeutic by just being in your truth. So it's super exciting to talk about that. Yeah, I'll be sharing a little bit more about my personal experiences, and Sarah and hopefully everybody in the class will get the chance to do that. I plan on sending out a survey in January, just to hear from everybody who's enrolled, where you're at, what topics you're most interested in. And what's most important is for people to really engage with the monthly live discussions that we're going to be having, and it's going to be fun. We're really going to be birthing what feels like ourselves in a new form of homeopathy, and just amazing outcomes, hopefully, for the people that we treat. So a safe container that really allows. Anything else I should add, Sarah?
Yeah, so I mean, I feel really excited to kind of help facilitate, as Angelica did for me, this embracing of the skills, or the intuition, or the way that all of you kind of will work in your practice. Because I think that, you know, having a group around you and confirmation and the support can be so helpful for that. So I'm really looking forward to sharing and learning from you guys as well.
Thanks. And I'll be recording some meditations as well, and whatever tools, various interviews with various people, and sharing that with the group. And so more to come. Thank you so much. Lots of love, and have a wonderful New Year's, everybody. And if there's other homeopaths that you feel would really benefit from this class, there's still time to sign up as well. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.